Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. Poetry meets history in this book with a thought for the day. Here's the book in paperback, and there's a hardcover version as well. You know, these books, they're daily books that you can dip into, get a little bit of information, a nice poem to set you up for the day, and a thought for the day as well. What could be better? I think they make a great present to give anyone, you know, over this festive period, especially if you can't think of anything to give some of your friends or family. I often can't think what to give people. So there we are. On this day, in 1799, a very great American died, George Washington. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen, rightly so. Napoleon, when he heard the news, decreed 10 full days of mourning. And quite right too, because Washington had shown the French how to do a successful revolution all right. And the French, of course, followed suit. Washington was a man of great physical strength. His favorite sport was fox hunting, rather English pastime, but he enjoyed it. He had trouble with his teeth and had several sets of false teeth. In those days they were made of wood, but even on his portrait on the $1 bill you can see he's got his mouth rather tightly shut, as if he may be having a bit of toothache going on. Today's poem I'm going to read is about Washington, but it's slightly strange. It's what's called an anagrammatic poem. Its title is Washington Crossing the Delaware, which was, of course, a great event during the War of Independence, when Washington brought his troops across the Delaware and surprised the British forces. This poem is an anagram. Each line of this 14-line sonnet is an anagram of that title, Washington Crossing the Delaware. Isn't poetry extraordinary sometimes? Here we are. A hard, howling, tossing water scene. Strong tide was washing hero clean. How cold weather stings as in anger. O silent night shows war ace danger. The cold waters swashing on in rage. Redcoats warned slow, his hint engage. Who, when Star General's action wished go, he saw his ragged continentals row. Ah, he stands, sailor crew went going, and so this gentle general watches rowing. He hastens, winter again grows cold, a wet crew gain Hessian stronghold. George can't lose war with its hands in, he's astern, so go alight, crew, and win. Well, that may not be spine-tingling stuff, but it's very remarkable, and in its way, a very fine effort. I'm just amazed by how much variety there is in poetry all over the world. Today I ask that I may learn from the power of example of others, shown by upright men and women, and that I too may be an example. Thanks for listening.